We've got just 15 minutes to tell you everything you need to know about Universal's Islands of Adventure. So are you ready for lots of rapid fire information all about this park's rides and snacks and events and tips? Because that's exactly what we're serving up today here on DFV Guide. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Today we're going to build the foundation of your upcoming Islands of Adventure visit to Universal Orlando. But because we're keeping this video under 15 minutes, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it, if that's okay with you. Remember, this video serves as a starting point for all your Islands of Adventure planning. If you're looking for a more detailed plan of attack for your upcoming visit, check out our Ultimate Guide to Islands of Adventure video right after this. Okay, here's the lay of the island. Islands of Adventure is made up of 8 different areas. You're going to start your day at Port of Entry, which doesn't have any major rides or attractions, but it does have a few gift shops and restaurants for you to check out. Marvel Superhero Island is based off the classic Marvel comics and not Disney's version of the MCU, so expect lots of bright colors and exaggerated angles in the architecture. A variety of exciting rides like the Incredible Hulk Coaster, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, Doctor Doom's Fearfall, and Storm Force Acceleration. Toon Lagoon is the place to be if you're looking for some Super Soaker water rides, but you can also shop and dine here too without getting bathtub drenched. Skull Island's only attraction is Skull Island Reign of Kong, but if you're looking for the park's biggest animatronic, you're gonna find it towards the conclusion of this ride. Jurassic Park features a series of Discovery-based exhibits and dino-themed entertainment, but its real highlight is that high-speed coaster Velocicoaster, which sends you on a journey to see if you can outrun and outlast being chased by the speedy and voracious velociraptors. In real life, the answer would be no. No, I could not outlast these guys, but I'm glad to have a coaster here that shows me an alternate reality where I potentially could give them a run for their money. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter on this side of Universal features Hogsmeade, but you're going to find Diagon Alley over on the Universal Studios Florida side. Hogsmeade drops you into a world where you too can become a witch or wizard for a day. Along with all the different curios and feasts available throughout the area, the biggest attractions here are the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey dark ride inside Hogwarts Castle, as well as Hagrid's Magical Creature motorbike adventure coaster. If you have a park-to-park ticket, you can take the Hogwarts Express in Hogsmeade to get over to the Diagon Alley station, but you won't be able to ride the Hogwarts Express otherwise. Without that park-to-park ticket, no train for you. The Lost Continent doesn't have a whole lot going on at the moment, but you will find the award-winning Mythos table service restaurant here. And finally, Seuss Landing is a great place to take the littles for lots of fun Dr. Seuss themed rides for all ages. Okay, don't want to stand around in the regular lines to wait for all the rides across all these different Islands of Adventure areas? Then you may want to consider looking into Universal's Express Pass options. Universal Orlando offers 2 types of Express Passes for their theme parks, each of which is priced based on seasonal crowd levels. The Universal Express Pass allows you to skip the standby lines one time per participating ride and ranges from $89.99 to $349.99 per person, while the Universal Express Unlimited option, which ranges from $99.99 to $379.99 per person, allows unlimited line bypassing at participating rides, like an all-you-care-to-enjoy line bypassing buffet. The downside of purchasing Express Passes to use solely for your Islands of Adventure day, aside from the price point, is that the Express Passes won't work on 2 rides in this park: Hagrid's Magical Creature motorbike adventure and Pteranodon Flyers. While Pteranodon Flyers won't be as big of an issue since it's a ride made only for kids between 36 inches and 56 inches anyways, and anyone taller who wants to ride must be accompanied by a kid who falls into that height range, Hagrid's can become a bigger concern since it's one of, if not the most popular rides in the park. Waits for Hagrid's get really long during the day, and unfortunately your Express Passes aren't going to help you out. So the best way to cut down on your waits for this coaster is to hit up Hagrid's first, just as soon as the park opens, or potentially get in line for it toward the way end of the night. The upside of using those Express Passes during your Islands of Adventure visit is they work for every other ride, and you can use them whenever you want to, unlike Disney's Genie Plus service where you have to schedule out your lightning lanes all day long. Also, folks staying at Universal Orlando's premier tier resorts, like the Hard Rock Hotel, the Royal Pacific Resort, and the Portofino Bay Hotel, are given complimentary unlimited Express Passes as part of their stay. So if you're planning on staying at one of the premier hotels anyway, then you won't have to worry about budgeting for this very, very expensive extra expense. So what's available during early admission? Remember how I said it's best to hit up Hagrid's ride just as soon as you can before the line for it gets unbearable? Here's a way to get into that line even earlier than the general park opening. Universal's early park admission allows all Universal Orlando hotel guests and select annual pass holders 1 hour of early entry to Universal Studios Florida or Universal's Islands of Adventure. Notice I said or. Typically, you're going to find early admission is only available for one park or the other, but during extra busy times of the year, it may be opened up to both parks on the same day. Once upon a time, early park admission used to be limited to just the Wizarding World of Harry Potter rides, but now Islands of Adventure usually throws in the Velocicoaster ride too. Otherwise, all other Islands of Adventure areas will still be closed during this early admission time frame. You can always double check which rides will be available for that extra hour of time during your next visit by checking Universal Orlando's website before you go. Now, real quick, I want to give you something that I think is going to help you out in a major way. Scan the QR code you see on the screen now, or head to disneyfoodblog.com/universal to pick up our free digital planning guide that covers both Universal Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida in one convenient download. This quick guide is filled with detailed ride lists, dining recommendations, even full itineraries to help give you a springboard for how to plan your own Universal Park days. Okay, next up, make sure everyone can experience the rides. From the multiple launches and drops on Hagrid's to the intense barrel rolls on Velocicoaster to the loop-de-loops and sharp turns of Hulk, Islands of Adventure is a playground for thrill ride enthusiasts. While there are some specific areas chiseled out for younger park guests, like Seuss Landing and select locations around Jurassic Park, younger folks are still going to be much more limited when it comes to what they can experience here. This also means an adult is going to have to stay behind with the kids while all the other members of your group get the opportunity to ride these high-speed attractions. That's why Rider Swap can be super useful. Rider Swap is a free service for families who have members that are too short to ride a ride or who don't want to ride an attraction and can't wait off the ride by themselves. At these Rider Swap eligible rides, Universal provides an air-conditioned room for guardians to wait in with their kids while the rest of the group enjoys the ride. It's a very, very nice service to have that family room. Then, after their group gets off the ride, the guardian who stayed behind will tag team in and be able to get on the ride next without having to wait in the full queue for it again. Now let's talk about holidays. One of the best parts about coming to Islands of Adventure around the holidays is, surprisingly enough, Seuss Landing. And that's because Seuss Landing will be celebrating Grinchmas. Grinchmas gives you the chance to meet the Big Green Meanie himself, as well as experience the Holiday Spectacular, which is a 30-minute retelling of the whole Grinch story, complete with live music and over-the-top sets worthy of Whoville. And don't forget about the Hogwarts Holiday Show at night, too. During certain times throughout the year, the Hogwarts Castle will put on a projection show that happens several times throughout the evening once the sun sets. But around Christmas, this projection show gets a holiday makeover, and you're not going to want to miss it. So recently, the DFB team and I released a video that goes in depth with all our favorite places to eat around the Universal Orlando scene. But if you want a speedy list featuring just a few of our Islands of Adventure favorites, here's a quick peek at where we prefer to munch whenever we visit this park. Seuss Landing has lots of loaded tot options over at the Green Eggs and Ham kiosk, which we love. The Three Broomsticks in Hogsmeade serves British-inspired fare during breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Thunder Falls Terrace over in Jurassic Park has platters and loaded protein bowls. You can also sit on the patio of this quick service to watch the splash zone of the Jurassic Park River Adventure ride. In the morning, you can pick up one of the sunrise breakfast options from Croissant Moon Bakery, which are served until 11 a.m. After that, it's lunch and dinner options only, like sandwiches and other baked goods. And much like I mentioned earlier, Mythos is that award-winning table service set inside a grotto-like atmosphere where you'll dine on an assortment of Mediterranean, Asian, and American fare. So what else is there besides rides? Well, Islands of Adventure may be heavy on the thrills, but there are a few other attractions you can experience during your park day too. For example, you can watch the Frog Choir or Triwizard Tournament Rally in the Wizarding World, see retellings of popular Dr. Seuss stories during Oh, the Stories You'll Hear in Seuss Landing, compete in carnival-style games to win prizes in both Jurassic Park and Toon Lagoon, play indoor games at Kingpin's Arcade and Marvel Superhero Island, blow off some steam at the Camp Jurassic Playground, and meet some of your favorite characters in various locations throughout the day, including Spider-Man, the Lorax, Betty Boop, and Blue the Velociraptor. Don't worry, Blue's not going to eat you. I don't think she will. It depends on the day. Now, this is a big one to know about. Because Islands of Adventure is the home of a lot of major thrill rides, Universal is way more restrictive about what you can carry onto these rides. That means most of the attractions here are going to require you to put your backpacks and camera bags and purses into one of the free single-use lockers before you can get in line. To access one of these lockers, just grab your Universal Park ticket and scan away. If you don't have a physical park ticket at the ready, ask a team member nearby if you can use a temporary locker card, and they'll get you all set up with one. The single-use complimentary lockers are pretty small, but if you need a larger locker to fit a bigger bag, you will have to pay an additional fee for those. Now, if you have a fanny pack, you won't always need one of these lockers since all your belongings can fit safely around your waist. However, for Islands of Adventure's massive coasters, the Incredible Hulk and Velocicoaster, you're going to run into a no loose items policy, meaning you must put everything, including fanny packs, phones, whatever you got, in a locker and walk through a metal detector before getting on the ride. One of the things you will still be able to keep with you on these rides is a lanyard, which you can safely keep your park ticket or locker card inside. Before you board, just make sure those lanyards are tucked inside your shirt for safekeeping. So how do you get here? Well, it all depends on where you're staying. If you're staying in one of the Universal Orlando hotels, you actually will be within walking distance of not just Islands of Adventure, but the whole Universal Orlando bubble. For now, that is. That'll change once Epic Universe opens in 2025, since that third park gate is going to be a little further out, but we won't worry about that just yet. The Universal hotels also have complimentary bus and boat transportation to the parks if you want to save yourself the extra steps. Now, if you're driving into Universal, you'll be required to pay for the Universal Parking Garage, which costs $30 per standard vehicle. The garage is separated by multiple levels, and each level is assigned a specific theme, including Jaws, King Kong, Jurassic Park, Spider-Man, Cat in the Hat, and E.T. If you decide to take a ride share, you'll still be dropped off at the North Side parking garage on the top floor, but you won't have to worry about paying the $30 parking fee. You will, of course, still have to pay for the rideshare fee to and from wherever you're staying. Now, a big reminder about this one, because it's definitely going to impact your future trips to Universal Orlando. In 2025, Universal Orlando is going to be opening Epic Universe, which will more than double the size of Universal Orlando with a third park gate and new hotels to stay in. The Epic Universe park will be made up of 5 themed lands: Celestial Park, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, which for some reason they don't have a toilet as their big icon there, I don't know why, Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and Dark Universe. Epic Universe is going to add a whole lot more to your potential Universal itinerary, meaning you might need more days to visit the parks, or you might need to decide which parks you're only visiting for half a day or only once. This new park is also not going to be within walking distance of Universal's current 2 parks, so it won't be quite as easy to hop between them. And depending on which park has the most you want to see and do, you may end up choosing a different hotel. So if you're visiting Universal Orlando after Epic Universe opens, you'll have a whole new set of planning questions to deal with, and we'll be helping you make all those decisions. So stay tuned here at DFB Guide, because we'll be covering all the news and info leading up to and following the opening of Epic Universe. Now, the most important tip for you. I'm so glad you're here at the end of this video because you need to know this one. The Universal Orlando Resort app is a must-have when spending a day at Islands of Adventure. This is a free app. It's jam-packed with lots of valuable information, ways to enhance your day. It's got mobile order, wait times, park hours, the important stuff. And did you know you can pay for things through the app too? There's a special feature called Universal Pay, which allows you to pay for purchases in the parks using a unique barcode. When you pull the barcode up in the app and use it to pay at restaurants and gift shops, the app's going to keep track of your purchases, and you can go into the catalog to view your receipts. Pretty cool. To find Universal Pay, you simply need to go to the profile section, tap on the wallet option, and then select Universal Pay at the top of the screen. The app's going to lead you through the rest of the steps from there. Oh, and get this, the Universal Orlando app can also track wait times for you too, thanks to the wait time alert feature. This is very, very cool. Let's say you're wanting to ride Velocicoaster, but the wait is ridiculous at the moment. You can ask the Universal app to alert you once the wait time for Velocicoaster drops down to a specific number, like maybe 30 minutes or 45, whatever you're actually willing to wait for. Just tap on the wait times button on the home menu, select the ride you want to keep an eye on, and scroll down until you see the wait time alert option. You'll have to enable notifications for the app before this feature is going to work for you, but once you do that, the app's going to alert you as soon as Velocicoaster reaches the wait time you're comfortable with. Okay, we did it! We conquered all of Islands of Adventure with only seconds to spare. Okay, actually there's more you need to know about this park before your visit, so don't let the planning stop here. Remember that we've got other Islands of Adventure planning videos and our free Universal Orlando quick guide, which you can pick up today at disneyfoodvlog.com/universal. Now go check out the Islands of Adventure Ultimate Guide. It's very cool. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Vlog, and we'll see you real soon.